everybody, and welcome to Amimo's Lily African Cooking Pot. Today we're going to make some delicious shawarmas with an East African twist. By that I mean that I'm going to use 14 different spices which we find in the coast of East Africa. Come along. So right here we have our chicken. If you noticed, I have kept the bone on the chicken as well as the skin, because the skin and the bone give the chicken a lot of wonderful flavor. So I'm going to keep that on while it's in the rotisserie cooking, and afterwards I will debone and deskin the chicken ready for our shawarma. Alright, let's get started. So we have our garlic. I'm going to put 2 spoons of garlic in there. I love garlic. You can never have enough garlic in your food. After our garlic, I'm going to put the zest of a lemon. So just a spoonful goes in. That goes a long way. Next, I'm going to put in my ginger, which is grated. Another spoonful of that goes in. That goes a long way too. We also have our cardamom, which is roughly chopped, roughly ground, and that goes in, just like that. I am then going to put in nutmeg, salt, and roughly crushed black pepper. I find that using roughly crushed black pepper gives a really good aroma and a wonderful, wonderful flavor. So that goes in, just like that. I then follow up with a chicken cube. I'm not going to use the whole chicken cube because we already put some salt in, and chicken cubes can be a bit salty, so you have to watch that. And just maybe half of a chicken cube and crumble that onto your chicken. I'm then going to put in a basil leaf, just one. You can either use one full basil leaf or you can use some crushed basil. In this case, I am using already crushed basil, and this is from Tropical Heat. They are a very good company here in East Africa. They make wonderful spices. So I'm just going to put in half a teaspoonful of basil. I'm going to put in my cinnamon, which has already been ground, pure ground cinnamon. And I'm going to put in half a teaspoon of that, followed by my freshly ground chilies. It's pure ground as well, no additives. Again, from Tropical Heat in Kenya, a wonderful company that makes wonderful spices. I'm then using a spice mix or a spice seasoning called garam masala. This is used a lot in Indian cooking, and as I said, I'm going to give this dish, this shawarma that we're making, an East African kick. Now, Indians came to Kenya a long, long time ago to build the railroad, and with that they brought their wonderful spices which we use in our everyday cooking here in Kenya. So we're going to put in but a little bit more, about a spoonful of garam masala, followed by paprika, also ground paprika. Paprika is also known as pili hoho here in Kenya. What it is actually is red peppers, red bell peppers. I'm putting in another spice which is very well known here in Kenyan Indian cooking and in Kenyan cooking as well, called dana jeera. So that goes in, a spoonful of that, a bit more, about 2 teaspoons is good enough. Now I'm also going to use pilau masala. Now pilau masala is very well known in rice cooking, Indian cooking again, but it also goes very well with spicing up meats and chicken, so I'm going to use that as well. And I'm going to use quite a bit of this, a heaped teaspoon of it, because it has such wonderful aroma and flavor too. That goes in. Cumin seeds. Oh my goodness. How can you not cook with cumin seeds? These are fresh and wonderful and so aromatic. So that goes into, and I'm using whole seeds. That goes into our chicken. And then we've got white pepper, a teaspoonful, followed by cloves. Now, when you're using cloves, be very, very careful because you can overpower your food with it. So just use a little small hint of it. And I'm just using about a quarter teaspoonful of cloves. I'm going to then follow it with 1 bay leaf, which I'll remove after the chicken has marinated. So those are our dry ingredients. I'm then going to follow up with our wet ingredients. Ooh, the aroma of these spices. I wish you were in this kitchen to just smell them all. All these wonderful, wonderful East African spices. Wonderful, wonderful. And you can find these spices actually in international markets, wherever you live. You'll find most of them there. Or you can go to an Indian supermarket and ask for the spice section, and they'll definitely have these for you. I'll run through them really quickly before I finish up. We've got bay leaves, basil, cinnamon, chilies, garam masala, paprika, dana jeera, pilau masala, cloves, cumin seeds, and white pepper. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not forgetting our nutmeg, 12, black pepper, 13. Oh, wonderful, wonderful spices. Our garlic and our ginger and our lemon zest. Now in goes, this is 1 lemon, the juice of 1 lemon that I'm going to use, and that goes in as a wet ingredient. Next thing that goes in is our plain thick yogurt. I like to use a yogurt called Dayema yogurt. I think it's one of the best yogurts actually in, sorry, I had to do that because it tastes so good. Let me wash my hands really quick. And wipe my hands. Alright, hands are nice and clean. I love to use Dayema yogurt, like I said, because it just has such a wonderful flavor to it. It's thick, it's natural, it's fresh. It's the best yogurt that I use anyway here in Kenya. The best yogurt I've actually found anywhere in the world, and I have traveled around the world. So in that goes. And now we are going to start to mix all that yummy spiciness and flavor, lovely aroma. Oh, look at all of that. And now this goes into the fridge to marinate for about 2 to 4 hours. And part 2, we'll be cooking our flatbread shawarma that will be used on our shawarma. All right, see you in 2 hours.